Okay, so the camera's on and I'm gonna start talking. I was just on a live chat with some people and really enjoyed it. And, that is a big part of why I started this channel, because I want to connect with people, and I think I should start a live chat at some point. Seems like I probably need more subscribers first, but we'll see. So, yeah, I mean, that was one of the topics of the chat, how, we're sitting around in our various locations in this world. And, the people that live around us, well, we have friends, co-workers, but how many of those people that live close to us locally really want to talk about some of the things that I like to talk about? And, there are certain things that I like to think about and that I, in some sense, believe. But if I were to bring these subjects up with the people in my local area, they would get together and make a petition, and I would be committed to the Mental Health Institute, and they would start me on Abilify 30 milligrams daily to try to shut down these delusions of mine, right? How many can relate? How many out there have a private set of thoughts that you think nobody else is going to understand and accept? So you keep them to yourself, right? Or, those of us that make YouTube videos or go online, how many of us have a different persona, put up a different persona in local life versus what's online, right? I think what I do online with this channel is a lot more authentic than what even my family will see of me. And I shudder to think sometimes what my kids would think if they saw this channel. Certainly, what would my coworkers think if they saw this channel, especially the administration. Although, when it comes to these far out woo-woo subjects, the position I take on that is that I am willing to consider almost anything as possibly being true. Am I 100% convinced that it's true? No, but pretty close. Let us discuss the raw material, R-A, raw, okay? Now, do I believe in the raw material? I would sure like to, because it seems to me it's very optimistic. It's very exciting. It takes me out of this 3D life with its bills, taxes, filling out forms, going on the government website to do this, that, and the other thing. This life, this Groundhog Day repeat life. Okay, so, and that to me is exciting. The raw material. Okay, the planet Venus, right? It is a planet with an atmosphere that is incredibly hot, and full of sulfuric acid. But a few billion years ago, I'm told, that was not the case. Venus was an Earth-like planet, and there was a race of beings there that evolved there. And before the greenhouse effect on Venus got all out of control, well, they got off the planet, right? They ascended to the stars. And so they're out there in the galaxy, and they have a great interest in us here on Earth. And I'm told that they were the inspiration to the Egyptians in the construction of the pyramids, right? But then there were some issues with free will, and maybe humanity wasn't quite ready for the big ascension that they were preparing us for. And so they kind of pulled back, let humanity do its thing for a while. And then in the 1980s, well, they sent a transmission to a woman and her two friends. It was a channeled message, and that's how we got the raw material, which teaches us these things. Now, I learned most of this from Aaron Abke's channel. But of the woo-woo, so-called woo-woo things out there, it's what I'm most aligned with. You know, am I a star seed? Am I actually some being from out there in the galaxy, in the universe, a spiritual being here on Earth, having a human experience? I'd like to believe that. I find that very exciting. There seems to be some subtle evidence that that is the case. I hope so. And, you know, in a lot of ways, I am now living my life as if that's the case. And maybe I will find out for sure that it is. Maybe I'll find out something else. We'll see. You know, there's more than just Ra out there. Well, you know, you hear about the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the reptilians, the angelics, the grays, you know, etc. Of all these things that you see talked about on the internet, I don't know what's true and what is not. I don't know what's authentic and what is not. I guess one thing that comes to mind is that, you know, the Pleiades, those are bright, hot blue stars, as is Arcturus, Sirius, you know, these stars that have names that are familiar to us. Many of them are those type O super hot blue stars, and I don't know that those are good conditions for evolving intelligent life. I guess the subtle messages that come through to me would tell me that my spirit guides and my higher self came from a planet that orbited a yellow star and have ascended and gone out to the stars. You know, I feel nervous saying these things and putting them out onto the internet. Am I absolutely 100% convinced that this is the case? Not quite. I have a feeling, though. I have a knowing that this might be the case. I'm a starseed. And like I say, I've switched a lot of things around in my life in the last year, and I'm more or less coming into alignment with that star seed thing really being the case. You know, we star seeds are here to catalyze the transition of this planet from the third to the fourth density. That comes from the raw material. A lot of people call this next new Earth the 5D Earth. And how did I come to start believing these things? Well, I found it all on YouTube. You know, I found it on the internet. Why did the algorithm direct me to these things? Interesting question. I mean, what I first went on YouTube to pursue was quantum mechanics and quantum field theory and general relativity. And I guess doing that made the algorithm believe that I wanted to learn about alien beings, civilizations out there in the galaxy and in the universe, and their very deep spirituality. So I guess maybe it was natural for the YouTube algorithm to start exposing me to these things because of my interest in quantum physics. You know, as far as the quantum physics, well, right now I am working on the central potential, the partial differential equations associated with the central potential, the one that is used to describe the hydrogen atom. This partial differential equation comes with boundary conditions. And I guess I first came to understand those with some information about the infinite square well that is used for teaching quantum mechanics and its generalization to the spherically symmetric well and the central potential. And it's in these boundary conditions for the equations that I suspect that gravity is playing a role. And that's where, in a conformal sense, general relativity and quantum physics dovetail. So right now I'm spending my time with the central potential and the hydrogen atom and how a central potential could generalize to a general potential, which is more difficult to work with mathematically, much more difficult. But then difficulty, that's what general relativity and gravity is all about. It seems to be impossible to quantify things related to gravity, related to general relativity, without a lot of complexity The Einstein gravitational field equation, especially when matter is present, matter and energy, very difficult to come up with solutions. Well, I'm afraid that bringing gravity into quantum physics is going to introduce that kind of complexity. So then the question is, how can it be simplified? Somehow, in nature, this all works. How is it that it is so complicated mathematically? My suspicion is that our concept of mathematics is just not powerful enough. And yet it is in these studies that I find the truth, and I find the spirit. And this is what makes me excited. Just going to work to make the money, hanging out, making small talk all day. Not so much. And that is what I'm changing in this life. I want to make the connections with others in this world that might not completely dismiss the idea of star seeds right off the bat. That people that would be willing to listen to me talk about that, people that would be interested in learning about some of these ideas that I've been exploring in quantum physics. These are the people I'm looking to connect with. And on the live chat earlier with Yamina on her channel, and I hope you're watching this video, Yamina, I made some connections with people like that, with the interest, in a way, like-minded, although like-mindedness is pretty general for me. I'm a student of truth. I'm not a professor of truth. I want to hear your perspective, whoever you might be, wherever you might be. What are some of the things you like to meditate on? What are some things you love to think about? What are your passions? What lights you up? I'd like to learn about that. You know, I have a spiritual worldview, a spiritual universal view, but it is evolving. It is growing. It is not crystallized. I'm always working on building it. I hope you are too. So again today, I'm going to put on the Student of Truth email address. So far, I've had nobody send an email. What I'm looking to do is just chit-chat, like on the live stream. Share ideas, hang out. By the way, my name is Michael. I don't think I usually say what my name is on here. Yeah, somebody, come on, send me an email. And, you know, if what we can do is whether it be a Zoom call or Google Meet or something like that. We can hang out. We can chat. I'd really enjoy that. So, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and thank you to those who have subscribed. The number is slowly increasing, so please like the video, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.